Hello Saber fans, Shamim here. Once again, it is Graflex time. Today I'm doing a video review of the Graflex 2.0 kit by Parks and Korbanth. This commission was for a customer that I finished up just tonight. And there are two things in this particular build that are a little different from previous builds that I wanted to showcase to you guys. The first is that instead of the normal Nano Biscotti V2 soundboard that I've used in previous Graflex builds, this lightsaber features the NEC Spark 2 soundboard, which allows for some additional auxiliary features and sound fonts that the Nano Biscotti soundboard does not support. So this soundboard has 3 customizable sound fonts instead of 2, and it also has, in addition to Flash on Clash, it has blaster deflection and blade lockup auxiliary effects. These additional features require an additional switch, which brings us to the second new point that I want to bring up to you guys. In previous videos, a single switch was required and it was housed back here underneath the red knob. But in this Graflex build, we have both the main and auxiliary switches hidden underneath the gold circuit plate inside the clamp. So you have a main switch here, auxiliary switch down here, both of them hidden underneath the circuit card, which is the first time I've done something like that with the tiny tactile switches. So it's pretty cool for me, myself, and I. In terms of the LED, we have a royal blue, blue-white tricree for a nice medium blue main blade with a white Flash on Clash. This is built in the Empire Strikes Back's configuration right now, but you can easily switch to The Force Awakens by unscrewing this red knob and screwing in the glass eye here, which will make it the Force Awakens version. This gold activation card here was purchased from the Wanawanga, www.wanawanga.com, which is a great resource for grips and activation cards, D-rings, and little tiny bits and bobs that you might need in any of your lightsaber or blaster replica prop building. We have a full chassis inside with the Spark 2 soundboard. The recharge port is there. Very easy to access that, as well as the SD card if you need to change out any of the fonts or adjust the sensitivity levels, any of the settings. You can do that very easily. Just unscrew the pommel, pull out the chassis. In fact, let's just do that here. Boom, unscrew that. So out pops the chassis. There's your recharge port. There's your soundboard with the SD card. Before removing the SD card, put in a little, put in the charger or put in the kill key that I'll include with it, just so that, you know, I always like to cut off power before I remove or add the SD card back in. There isn't enough room to include a kill key here, so it's just open, because if the kill key would stick out and then it would get stuck on the wall of the saber. So that means the saber is live. I press the button and it will turn on, which we will do right now. Okay. We've got 3 sound fonts: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and The Force Awakens fonts. So we'll press the auxiliary switch to activate the boot up sound.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
It plays the current font, boot up sound. And then we have activation. Nice idle hum. We've got some pulsing medium blue action going. Got some swings and clashes. So while the saber is on, press the bottom part of the circuit card to activate blaster deflection. You'll notice that the blade flashes white. And then press and hold for blade lockup. It'll play for as long as you want. Press it again to turn it off, and it returns to idle hum. Press and hold the main part, or the main switch up here, to turn it off. Then when you press the auxiliary switch, it will play the current font's boot up sound, and before you press it again, it'll advance to the next sound font's boot up. So it'll play Obi-Wan's quote.
This is the weapon.
May the Force be with you.
We press it and interrupt it, and it activates the boot up sound for the second font, Empire Strikes Back. Yoda says, "May the Force be with you." And here we go. This is Empire Strikes Back. A little bit of a faster flicker. And again, all the flicker and pulsing settings are adjustable via the SD card and the computer. Eight swings, 8 clashes. We got some blaster deflection. Blade lockup. And off.
May the Force. The Force is strong in my family.
So for The Force Awakens, it has the full Luke Skywalker quote from the trailer.
My father hasn't.
But if you get tired of that and you don't want to listen to it, as with any of the fonts, you can just press the main switch halfway through the font, and it will stop, or halfway through the boot up sound, it will stop the boot up sound, and now you're ready to activate The Force Awakens. With a deep, bassy ignition. Your D-ring is wobbling around, but it's still very securely held, as it is in the film, so that clacking that you're hearing is, everything is tight, it's just the D-ring, which is supposed to wobble around. Let's switch to the Force Awakens version of the lightsaber. Very easy, we just unscrew the red knob. We'll screw in the Graflex glass eye. In you go. There we go. Boom! You now have the Force Awakens version of the Graflex lightsaber. Let's get a blade installed. Take the blade plug out. Put the blade in. Sits in about 1.5 inches, which is a great length. Tighten that screw. Nice and tight, not wiggling around. So let's switch back to A New Hope. Oh yeah, Saber Tracks. Plays music. I haven't really ever played with this feature, and I don't want music coming from my lightsaber. I just want, you know, sound effects. But anyway.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
Back to A New Hope sound font. Here we go. Kind of looks pinkish purple on camera. My camera really sucks. But in person, it is a beautiful shade of blue. Beautiful shade of blue. You got that nice flash on clash, some blaster deflection. And some blade lockup. And off. Switch to Empire Strikes Back.
This is the May the Force.
And you can interrupt any of the boot up sounds if you are in a hurry. I don't know how well it appears on camera, but one thing that I did for the blade color on the A New Hope version, I have the blues on full and then a little bit of white just to make it a little bit of a lighter blue, because in A New Hope the blue is a little lighter than it is in Empire and The Force Awakens. But then on Empire and The Force Awakens, on those other the other two fonts, I have the blue on maximum and the white all the way down, so that it's all blue. It's a little bit of a deeper blue, and then the white comes on for the flash on clash effects. Yeah, we know. The Force is strong with your family. So there you are. Graflex 2.0 kit by Korbanth and Parks. NEC Spark 2 soundboard with 3 fonts. Blaster deflection, blade lockup, flash on clash, main switch, auxiliary switch, both in the clamp, switching between Empire Strikes Back and the Force Awakens versions. Royal blue, white tricree LED, 7/8 inch blade. Pretty awesome. Yay, Graflex. Thanks everyone for watching, and may the Force be with you.